Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And now we have Battle Report 227.
227.
Which is the Game 4 of Battle Cry.
Alright, so you're at 2 wins, 1 loss.
2 wins with 2 wins and 1 loss, 1 pretty good smackdown.
Mm-hmm. And
I end up on like table 7 or so.
Okay.
Playing Undying Dynasties.
Alright.
Yep. So here we go.
And they get a color icon.
They do. Here's my list. Moving on. So, what do we got? We've got a hierarch. I guess he's a hierarch. I don't know what he is. He's the master of divination. He's got the sacred hourglass and a soul conduit.
Okay.
He's got another wizard who's an adept of evocation. He's the hierophant. He's got the book of arcane power.
Okay.
So this is the one. The sacred hourglass is the one that lets you re-roll any spell you fail to cast on 2 dice. You can re-roll.
Yep.
This one sets the magic phase.
Yep.
And the Book of Arcane Power is +2 to this guy for the first spell he casts every round. He's got an architect and another architect who's his general.
Okay.
He's got a no mark on a chariot with shield, heavy armor, and a bow.
Okay. Just a dude.
Just a dude to give weapon skill 5 to these 7 light chariots.
Yeah.
Who have a standard, and it's the ether icon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Only 5 skeleton scouts.
Mm-hmm.
21 skeletons with champion and musician.
Okay.
Should have a big word bunker here beside it. 20 skeletons with a standard and the banner of the entombed. This turns out to be a fantastic unit. With the banner of the entombed, it comes as an ambusher anywhere on the board. So he can bring it in on turn 2 or maybe a little bit later. As long as it comes in on turn 2, 3, or 4, it counts as scoring.
Right.
So it pops up and claims an objective.
Yep.
Really nice unit. 2 units of 6 tomb cataphracts with musicians.
Mm-hmm.
2 tomb scorpions, which he can bury these as well.
I love those. I just don't see them very much.
Yeah. Well, this guy that's using this he's on the UTC team.
Mm-hmm.
These things, because he's only dropped to 1 unit. I'm like, only 1 unit of chaff? He said, no. There's 2 more down here.
Yeah.
And these are even better chaff because they can't be shot off on turn 1.
Right.
And they show up pretty much wherever I want them.
Yeah, no, I think they're fantastic.
Because the way, you know how they come from below or whatever, when you come from below now, the way it works is you pick a spot, and I think on a 5 or 6 they come up in that exact spot. Mm-hmm. On a 4 they come 2d6 away from that spot. And if they bump it, if that would push them into a unit, they take dangerous terrain.
Right.
You know, whoopee. And then they move 7 right back to where they want to be anyway.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they're basically incredibly good chaff.
Yeah, no, I think they're great.
Anyway, and then this is the unit I'm not enamored with this is the only part of his list I don't like. The 7 Shabdi archers with the musician. So, in this one, we're going to be playing counter thrust.
I think they put you on the wrong table.
The snow table?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about my opponent?
Both of you. I mean,
yours
is bad enough. His is like yours is like arid basing. His is desert. Basing. Yeah. So that's funny.
So anyway, that's what we got. So counter thrust and capture the flags. Mm-hmm. So over here we've got a hill, a field in the center, forest off on the top right, water feature by bottom left. The kind of a random wall here in the center, impassable, and a ruin back here. So this is a deployment. This unit back here is not on the board. Oh, actually, you know what? He did not. Maybe it is. Anyway, we'll find out in a minute.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he deployed this or he... No, this unit didn't. Anyway, I don't know.
His bunker's in the middle.
His bunker's here in the middle with his mages in it. Anyway, so this is the deployment. I think this might be on the board. He may have just deployed it in the board and just kept his scorpions in reserve. I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
Okay.
So, there we have that. Vanguard, I don't want to get anywhere near him, I don't think. I'm going to go first on this one.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm going to go first on this one, obviously. So he vanguarded the guys off the hill over down here into the valley.
Okay.
My move, I marched my Wolf Riders up.
So now on your turn 1.
Just on my turn 1. Formed a conga line and then came up here 13 inches away from it with both these units. I made sure he was in front with both of his so he can hit me and then stop 13 away. And the spider came forward a bit, as you can see. Boar Riders came up and occupied the wall in case he wants to make the re-rollable long charge down and actually somehow manages it. I'm not sure how he'd get rid of these, but anyway. Or these guys get frisky and want to make a long charge. So anyway, everybody comes forward. Magic, we put Break the Spirit on this unit of snakes over here.
Okay.
So he can't march forward very far. I try a Swarm of Insects and kill two of his chaff, but it's not, killing two doesn't mean really anything.
Does that mean anything on his army?
Yes. Well, I mean, they kind of do because he doesn't want to bring them back, but on a chaff unit, killing two means nothing. Yep. So his turn comes up. He charges the snake unit into my Wolf Riders and just kind of shuffles around a little bit over here. Doesn't want to do anything aggressive with this unit at the time. So, in his magic phase, he casts a... now I'm drawing a complete blank on the spell name. The divination spell that does 2d6 dice, 2d6 maximize that wound on a 4-up.
Okay.
Maximize roll that do on a 4-up.
Yeah.
Anyway, he casts that spell on my spider. So it goes off. Didn't stop it. It gets off. And he rolls 8 for the number of hits for it. And then rolls 8 dice and gets 7 hits. Okay. 7 4-ups or better. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've got a 5-up save, so that'll be okay. Well, I make one of those.
Okay.
So, going into turn 2, I've got 6 wounds on my spider.
Uh-huh.
Not thrilled at all with that.
Yeah, it's okay. It'll get worse.
Because everything else worked.
Yeah.
There's the nice circled 6 right there.
Yeah.
Because everything else about this, I'm thrilled with. Because I got this unit exactly where I want it. Because it's 13 inches away from this. From this, 14 from the spider, 14 from the characters in
what
this
do
unit.
you shoot off your other Nashers?
And the tomb, these guys are actually aimed for because of the no mark, I think. And they shoot off 6 of my Nashers.
Okay.
Anyway. So, but like I said, I got everything where I want it, except I've got 6 wounds on the spider.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm thrilled. So going into turn 2. Turn 2, here we go. So the trolls are going to try a long... I call the war cry, because I have to get into this unit.
Yeah.
So I call the war cry. So because of the war cry, the trolls decide they're going to try a long charge. I think they needed a 10 or 11 to get into this unit. These are all very makeable charges. Like I said, I think the furthest one is 15 from the unit on the hill. The general's coming out of the unit, because I can't get past there, of course.
Because you can.
And because he can. The general's going to come out of the unit. The spider's going in, still with the 6 on him. He didn't get rid of that yet. And the Nashers are going to go into the front.
Okay.
And all 3 make it.
Okay.
So, make it there. The trolls fail.
And you crisscrossed.
And we crisscrossed. The general came up here.
Yeah.
Because if you look where the spider is, and look where his bunker is, back here, 9 inches away from the spider.
Right.
This looks really good to me. The 4 remaining Nashers come forward as a chaff for the chariots, and both these Boar Rider units come up 12 inches away from the Nashers. And the other Boar Rider unit pulls out a line to here. Yep. And the Wolf Riders come over to try to shoot them off because I didn't have anything left to deal with them. I guess I could have done something weird like pull my mage back and dropped him into this unit and tried him to swarm of insects him. But I needed, that's not what I'm looking for at the moment. So anyway, so we got this. That's what it looks like. The BSB does drop out, makes the march charge, and gets over here with the trolls.
Okay.
Now that the general's halfway across the board, at least this way they're a rerollable 8. So,
just for curiosity, you charged the trolls. You didn't charge the infantry.
The Nashers did not charge.
No.
I'm sorry, the Ferals.
Ferals. But
they did not attempt to charge.
But you just brought him up into his grill.
I brought him up into his face. He wants to come get me. He's welcome.
Okay.
So, anyway, spells going off here. I managed to slip through a +1 strength on the Nashers.
Okay, that's
so
helpful.
now they're strength 6.
Yeah.
And between all this, we crush the unit down, and they crumble exactly off.
Okay.
This is what he had left to attack back with.
Okay.
Sorry. I think he had 3 at the same time. Anyway, he ends up killing all the Nashers.
Okay.
Because he did 8 wounds and then stomped twice on them.
Okay.
So he killed all the Nashers, but we won by so much here that he crumbled away.
Okay.
Perfectly. So we're sitting there, 9-inch overrun, and the spider's in his bunker.
Okay, and the general just...
And he failed to wound the general stake. General couldn't get anywhere he needed to be, and this unit can't get past this, the Nashers. So he just turned and reformed.
You're not afraid of that character in that chariot?
No. No. So, because I know I'm going to need the general down here.
Yeah.
Because right now, the Nasher, the spider charges in. First round of combat, he's going to kill the champ. Second round, he's going to kill an architect. Third round, he's going to kill a champ. Fourth round, he's going to kill another.
Are you in arc or out of arc of the...
I'm just out of arc of these guys. So, anyway. So, I'm, like I said.
And you were unable to shoot off the fast cav.
And I was, of course, unable to shoot off. It's not like there was a good chance I was going to. Anyway.
The semi-fast cav.
Yeah, the slow cav, because they actually cannot march at the moment.
Right.
But anyway, so that's where we are. And like I said, I'm thrilled with this.
Okay.
Even though my spider does only have 2 wounds.
Yeah.
And there he is, sitting on the hill again. He likes sitting on the hill, ordering people around. So, one thing I did not check when I moved the ferals forward was the arc for the
flank line?
Shabtis.
Yeah.
So the Shabtis charge. Shabtis and snakes combo charge my ferals. That's not going to go well for them.
No, I don't think so.
The chariots charged into the Nashers. He raises a scorpion, comes from below up here in front of my boar riders to keep them off the chariots. And then he raises another scorpion in here in front of my general.
Well, that shouldn't slow you down. It's very small.
I should just be able to bump right over that. But
right
anyway, after the fight here, they smash the ferals. They run them down and kill them. The Shabti overrun into the cave trolls, and the snakes tried to overrun to try to get to my cav.
Okay,
but they failed.
All right, they like this hedge.
They actually ended up just on the hedge, not behind it. So
some nourishment in the
if I charge them, I won't get a -1 to hit.
There you go.
So they ended up there. And of course, the combat goes as it should. Back here, I crush the champion. I get 4 wounds and a charge, so I crumble him by 1. So I get to kill 2 models. So we go on to turn 3. Turn 3, the Wolf Riders decide to try to kill this chaff. They charge, even though they're behind defense. I'm still going to try to kill them because it's the only way through. I think it's the only way through because I'm on a rerollable 5 to march.
Okay.
Because the general's way far away. So I'm hoping I can kill them, or kill anyway. Do enough so they break and I can overrun and be back here where I need to be.
Okay.
And provide chaff for helping stuff back there. The Ed Bashers have to charge into the Scorpion. General charge into the Scorpion up top.
We don't have to.
Well, they pretty much have to. And then now my boars have to first unit, and we're playing capture the flag, so I have to give away a scoring unit, unfortunately, to stop these guys from taking their pick of where to charge.
Right.
Because I definitely cannot have this unit charging me with the amount of impact hits this thing does.
You could have sent your general over there.
Crazy. I would, but I got a scorpion in front of me, and he has to be down here.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
So anyway, so the general smashes the scorpion and does not overrun because I was afraid of getting a 12 and ending up out of arc.
Right.
So he sits where he is.
Didn't uniform or anything.
These guys charge in. The Ed Bashers actually brought it down to. They actually didn't wound it bad. Good. They only brought it down. No, they killed it. Sorry.
Okay.
So they ended up killing it. Wow, we missed a couple pictures in here.
It would seem so.
So, okay. So what happened? Wow. Like a half a turn just got zapped. Because he's already going again.
What's the next picture? Just for curiosity. You sure you didn't get it out of order? Nope.
Yeah, it's definitely not out of order.
Also, a clearer picture anyway.
Clear picture. So anyway, it's a good point.
So
So
you did kill the
the boar boys did not kill the scorpion.
Okay.
It crumbled, had one wound left, went at the end of it because we didn't wound. I think we only put maybe one wound on it.
Okay.
Or two. Anyway, so it did not crumble away. It sat there. His chariots charged my boar boys and turned to face on his turn. And then my guys finished the scorpion on his turn.
On his turn, okay.
So that's where we're sitting. So the Wolf Riders not only didn't break this unit, they actually didn't wound it and lost the combat because I think he killed one or two of me, and he's chasing me.
Okay.
Over here, we stood for the first turn, and we're now into the second round of combat. I'm putting +1 toughness up on my guys to try to stay. And of course, he's doing all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, I see 2 wounds on your BSB.
Stars aligned, yeah, and he's putting all the attacks he can on my BSB.
Yeah.
That's the only reason the trolls are staying is because he's concentrating on killing my BSB.
Oh, so he's been winning the melees also.
I don't think he's been winning because he's only, like I said, he's using most of his unit to do that. So I think I'm winning the melee.
Okay.
At this point. So this is back into my turn. And that's what we're at. Yeah, top of turn 4.
So you launched, what, 2 champions by now in that bunker?
What's that? I've killed a champion, and I killed his architect that was not his general.
Oh, okay.
And he did not grow his champion back for the coming turn.
Oh, okay.
Because he was concentrating his spells over on winning these fights.
Yep.
So both the boar boy units charge into the chariots.
Okay.
And you can see the general has come down the hill into the bunker.
Helping out the...
So now the general can issue a challenge
Right.
and kill whoever answers, and the spider kills every other character in the unit with its 20 attacks.
Yeah.
It's the way I'm looking at it.
Although you have to worry about its damn wound situation.
I do. It's got 2 wounds on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, what it's going to be is what it's going to be. So we break the spirit off on the chariots, and we get a +1 toughness on the non-Ed Bashers.
Oh, you put it on these guys, not on your trolls. Okay.
They got 1 less arm. Well, I can't reach the trolls anymore. My
your mage is over here.
Mage is over here, and both these. Well, this one has different, but this one's only 18. So I put the tough. The Ed Bashers have 1 better armor.
Right.
So I put the toughness on these, so they're harder to wound. So since they have less armor.
And did you kill his character? Or is he still
No,
there?
I am not. The character is in a challenge. I challenged on the first round with my shaman.
Okay.
With his scarification,
right.
So that he couldn't just concentrate attacks into my shaman.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, so my shaman's locked in a combat. We're doing nothing to each other.
Okay.
Anyway, meantime, the trolls he kills my BSB, and you can see he's not killing trolls. He's just kills the BSB. The trolls break and run.
Looks like he killed your
so
spider.
he did. So he issued the challenge. I forget who issued the challenge, but the general butchered him. The spider spread his attacks around and killed every other character in the unit. But he did manage. The skeletons managed 2 wounds on the spider.
Yeah, well.
Which I didn't save. But anyway, so this is what happens with that. And over here, and you can see the snakes coming back in to deal with me. he ran. Actually, hadn't picked him up yet, but he actually did run down the trolls.
Okay.
So now we're going into the bottom of 4. Bottom of 4, he no longer has any spell support, which is going to be helpful for the rest of the game. The snakes charge into the rear of the general. His crumble test. These guys over here take 1 on leadership 4. They only take 1 crumble.
Oh, you didn't change your general's facing?
Well, I guess I didn't. Guess I could have. Well, no, the unit was still there. The unit was still there. I probably should have anyway, but I didn't. So anyway, the snakes charge into my rear. The general, again, apparently doesn't get bothered by charging in the rear. He takes a wound and smashes two of the cataphracts and puts 2 wounds on puts 1 wound on another one.
Okay.
So, because he uses wounds left.
You finished. I didn't know you finished off the skeletons.
The skeletons crumbled away.
Oh, okay.
On his, the beginning of his turn.
Oh, they went away. Okay.
The skeletons crumble away.
Okay.
Between two rounds of crumble they're gone. The end of the turn and the beginning of the next.
Okay.
So they crumble away. Over here, these guys again don't crumble. Chariots don't crumble. And we go on to my turn 5.
Okay.
So my turn 5, like I said, I won this combat, and now the general turned around and faced.
Right.
I've got 1 Wolf Rider left over here. Not much going for me here.
Hasn't rallied. Okay.
Did not on a 3.
Yeah, anything's possible.
It can happen. Trolls stood on a 2 once.
Yep.
Last game, or 2 games ago. So anyway, so there's the general. He's turned around and facing him now. This fight's still going on. I think I'm in great shape now because my general goes first. 5 strength, 5 AP, 2 attacks. He completely whiffs, doesn't do a single wound, including his troll ale flask, and they kill him.
Okay.
So he gets charged in the rear and smashes more than 2 snakes. He turns around and faces them and loses without doing a wound. So not real thrilled with his performance. So anyway, it's dice. It's what happens.
Yep.
So anyway, the snakes are able to turn now after killing him. They are able to turn face back into the center of the board. Or not the center, but this fight over here. Between the crumble and the fighting, we knock him down to 1 wound left on the chariot unit and the no mark. I'm still casting spells on myself.
So your 1 unit's gone now?
This unit's now gone.
Okay.
And now it's back to this is what happens in my turn.
Yep.
And back to his turn. His snakes come charging across the hill into the flank of my army. My unit, this is my army at the moment.
Yep.
Charges into the flank of them and crushes them and beats them. And now I am out of models.
All right.
So, but I did do enough damage to him to make it a 14-6.
Except for this problem with the objectives.
But the objective turns it into a 17-3 again.
Yeah.
2 17-3 losses now.
Yeah, it's no fun.
It's not. But again.
So you're 2 and 2.
So again, going on the theme, mistakes. I took Swarm of Insects. This was stupid.
Yeah, just.
Totemic Summons is questionable, but Swarm of Insects is not smart.
Oh, I don't think Totemic Summons is questionable. I think Swarm of Insects is.
Swarm of Insects is definitely a mistake. Because the only thing I have that really that I needed Swarm of Insects for was to thump into his fast cav.
Yeah.
Which really didn't matter. This should have been a combat buff, and I would have been fine.
Challenge, he doesn't run away, and if he really wants to, he can grow the guys back.
Yeah. So anyway, this was bad. This was a dumb idea.
I think Totemic Summons, nothing wrong with that. You didn't get it off, or you didn't try it. But
well, I was so desperate on everything else.
Because if you get that into one of his little bunkers in the back, it'll eat him away slowly.
Correct. But anyway, so like I said, this was to me this was a mistake. This was just a dumb mistake. Not even looking.
Not paying attention.
Not paying attention to the flank of this.
Yeah.
Just a dumb mistake. Didn't need to be there. There's no reason that for that. That's just a poor mistake. And my mistake here was turning around and looking at him. Because had I stayed and not looked at him, I did fantastic.
Is that what it was?
Turning around and looking at him was the dumbest thing in the world.
I think the mistake was not turning around earlier and crumpling him some more.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So those are 3 mistakes I made in this one. Yeah, I mean, I should have seen that coming and turned around and just given my rear to the skeletons back behind me, because they weren't going to have a rank, but they would still have my rear.
Yeah, or you could turn the flank and just give them 1, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so one way or another, this was a mistake. Shouldn't have turned around. If I'm not looking at them, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's all about the pig farts. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so it was a good game. I thought when the spider got into the bunker, I thought the game was over. And then the very next turn, I made that really terrible mistake and exposed the flank of the ferals.
Yeah. Well,
which cost me the game.
When you only had a couple wounds on a spider, yeah, it's.
But even that, I mean, like I said, I was going to fight 1 character a turn.
Yep.
So I wasn't worried, and I'm going fast.
No, I mean, up to then you were fine.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I was really worried that
I'm always paranoid about, like 10 guys putting pumpkin 2 wounds on me.
And I was actually concerned. I was concerned. I was concerned that he would just at some point not accept the challenge and just go all out and try to kill it.
Yeah.
But the spider's first, and it's still going to kill every character in there.
Yeah.
With all its attacks.
Yeah.
Unless he kills it, and then I don't get my four big attacks. Anyway. But anyway, so like I said, this was because again, had this not happened on turn 5, he charges over onto these guys and just starts butchering them.
Yep.
His last scoring unit, and
you know what you needed on that unit? A couple totemic summons.
I tried early in the game for totemic summons. After that,
kidding.
I was stuck on other stuff. But you're right. I mean, it would have been nice. And he made sure I didn't get the that's why the strength spell and the Nashers went off here.
Right.
Is because he made sure I didn't get totemic summons off back here.
Because he doesn't want those in his bunkers.
Correct.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.